season of Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, Thursday, October 8th. Part of CBS Premiere Week.
A toast to a new vampire family.
Salud. You guys really love your tomato juice.
Mama. Eternally yours. Part of CBS Premiere Week.
Temperatures back into the lower 80s tomorrow with gorgeous sunshine. We do have some rain on the way for the weekend. We'll talk about it and more coming up next.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we'll have an update as the city of Escanaba continues to look for their next manager. Plus, a UP nonprofit summer camp is serving children who have been impacted by incarceration within their family units. They've now been doing it for 25 years. And a downtown business blooms with new beginnings. How a flower shop went from the back of a laundromat to its very own storefront. Your 19 News at 11 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
Low temps tonight into the lower to mid 60s across much of the Upper Peninsula. We'll go about 63 here into Marquette, about 54 when you work out towards Iron River. But tomorrow, looking like a great day. We're going to mix in a lot of sunshine tomorrow. Temperatures bouncing back into the lower to mid 80s across the Upper Peninsula, so feeling like summer. But as we head into the weekend, we are going to see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms returning and another cool down as we head into the final week of July. Those details in just a few.
Dakota, thank you again. While the city of Escanaba has made progress in its search for a new manager, the city council is still working through the difficult process. Following a few rounds of candidate interviews, the city hired a consultant to compile a list of qualified candidates in May. After interviewing their top applicants, council members initiated contract negotiations with their #1 choice. However, that candidate has since withdrawn his application. One council member believes the hiring consultant muddied the waters by being too involved in communications with the candidate. At a special meeting this afternoon, he made a motion to part ways with the consultant, but the motion failed. Now, the council's top remaining candidate for the position is the current manager for the village of Diamonddale, located downstate. Moving forward, council members will initiate contract negotiations with that candidate, and the consultant will be instructed to refrain from participating. WZMQ 19 will continue to keep you updated on the manager search as it unfolds. The American Association of Retired Persons, better known as AARP, visited Escanaba today for an informational visit. The Boniface Arts Center welcomed representatives from Lansing and local volunteers for a taste of AARP. Attendees learned about resources available to aging Michiganders, membership benefits, and important topics like fraud prevention. It was also an opportunity for UP residents to share their concerns and needs with AARP's state director.
The Upper Peninsula is one of the fastest growing parts of our state. It's like 20% of people in the state of Michigan are 65 and older, but in the UP it's 24%. And so what's important to them as they age? What kinds of things do they need? And then we become advocates for those priority issues.
Representatives also highlighted the work AARP does for aging adults, like advocating for lower prescription drug prices and caregiving reimbursements. On the heels of anniversary celebrations around the country, one group in the UP just crossed 25 years. WZMQ 19's Luke Niddle has the story.
On the shores of Lake Michigamme, Camp New Day UP celebrated a silver anniversary this week. Located just off U.S. Highway 41, Presbytery Point Camp on the lake has served as the location for the group since 2006. First started in the fall of 2001, Camp New Day UP has served as an organization for children with incarcerated family members. This year, the camp welcomed children from 12 of the Upper Peninsula's 14 counties, with some campers traveling from Chippewa and Mackinac counties.
Coming here on Monday, they don't really know much about each other. They don't really know each other at all. By the end of the week, they are all best friends, and it's wonderful to see.
Typically a one-week format, the nonprofit organization continues to work towards new solutions 25 years into existence. This year, camp will be split into a 2-week event, with younger campers aged 9 to 11 at Presbytery Point in the first week, and then campers in the 12 to 14 age range on site for week 2. With 38 total participants across both sections, Camp New Day still looks to provide its campers with an experience like no other.
This place is super impactful, and it's cool that it's been around for 25 years. You can't even imagine like the impact that it's had on so many people. So I'm excited to see it to continue to grow and be a part of something so much bigger than myself.
Several staff members and counselors travel from surrounding states such as Minnesota and Wisconsin, and all say it's thanks to the lasting impact Camp New Day provides. As new formats and changes come to the group, its campers still continue to find joy in the experience.
I really like bacon, like cooking bacon. I really like cooking here and swimming and campfire.
With staffers and the community coming together, donations and grant funds provide all campers with a free stay, a small cost for the lifetime of impact the weeks provide.
It's super important. I think that everyone should be involved in something like this. It also just gives me an excuse to come back up to the UP and kind of relive some of my own memories and get in touch with my family up here. I mean, these counselors, these staff members, these campers have become like second family to me, so it's always like a little family reunion coming back every single year.
As Camp New Day wraps up week 1 of 2026, the staff, campers, and community all look for another 25 years and many more after that. Reporting in Michigami, Luke Niddle, WZMQ News.
Thumbs and garden lovers took to the streets of Marquette this afternoon. The 32nd annual Marquette Garden Tour brought visitors to 6 unique gardens across Marquette and Chocolate Township, from private backyard sanctuaries to a smokehouse beer garden. One stop, Carrie Roberts' garden, featured beehives, chickens, native wildflowers, and even monarch butterfly chrysalises, a certified wildlife habitat and registered monarch way station. The self-sufficient garden relies entirely on composting, rainwater collection, and natural cycles. No pesticides ever.
Sharing the beauty of your creation with the whole community is a great gift. There's a lot of wellness and happiness and community building with gardens.
The garden tour runs annually each summer. A business in downtown Negaunee is officially in full swing this afternoon, now with its own building. Samara Floral has been open for about 4 years, originally set up in the back of a laundromat on Iron Street, operated by the same owners. The washers and dryers have since been removed, and the flower side of the business took over, utilizing 3 LSCP grants to remodel the building. The shop's owner says the plan couldn't have been brought to life without such a helpful community.
They've been so welcoming, and I'm so appreciative of that, because everybody knows like the heart and soul and blood of a small business is community support and patronage. So I'm honored to be the florist of Negaunee, and I hope for their continued support.
Samara Floral grows all of its plants at a local garden located across the street from the UP Brewing Company. The price of a traditional wedding is pushing more couples to think smaller. Courthouses across the country are seeing a surge in ceremonies as budget-conscious newlyweds skip the big venue. Alice Martinez reports.
By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride.
Love is in the air at the historic Santa Barbara County Courthouse in California, as more couples seem to be choosing to say a simple I do at municipal buildings and I don't to expensive venues.
We saved money this way, and I think venues too is really stressful to book and things like that, so for us it was easier just to get the license and then come here and do it this way.
And it's not just Santa Barbara. Couples are lining up to get married at the Beverly Hills Courthouse and then walk to City Hall for photos. And for many, the price is right for the standard civil ceremony.
A license and ceremony is $204, so it's very affordable. We haven't raised prices in many years.
Melinda Green is the chief deputy clerk recorder.
We offer appointments for small weddings for less than 15 people, and we give appointments online. Those are released about 3 months in advance. They book up quickly.
Courthouse weddings saw a spike during COVID out of necessity, but now becoming a coveted spot for brides and grooms. Santa Barbara County even fast-tracking civil ceremonies to meet the demand.
We also offer express weddings. We perform the ceremony at the counter.
For Sky and Jeremiah, the steps outside of the courthouse were good enough to commit to one another forever.
We just wanted an intimate ceremony with just our closest family and friends, so we thought that this is the most beautiful, perfect place to do that.
Dakota Hunter has your full first warning weather forecast when we come back. Plus, scientists are trying to develop birth control, not for humans, but for insects. And new studies show that rodents in larger cities are becoming less affected by common poisons. We'll have the details on that and more after the break.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Get an 11% rebate on everything when you shop at Menards. Rust-Oleum Stops Rust Custom Spray 5-in-1 Spray Paint lets you choose from 5 spray patterns to give every project a professional rust and corrosion-resistant finish. Pick up a can for a value of $5.95 after rebate. Rust-Oleum's low-odor spray paint eliminates harsh spray fumes without compromising color or durability. It's ideal for both interior and exterior projects. A can has a value of $6.49 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Doug Garrison here for Budget Windows. We had no idea. That's what customers say when they see and price Budget Windows. They had no idea that Budget Windows carries the highest rated replacement windows money can buy. So if you need new windows and want the best of the best without breaking your budget, call Budget Windows. Best built, best backed, best price. And remember, you always get triple glass for the price of double. Now that's a good idea.
It's super, it's science, it's fiction.
What is it?
It's Super Sci-Fi Saturday night on MeTV. After Sven gets swept away in adventures beyond our world, promising spaceships, lasers, giants, other worlds, and robots.
I will do my part.
Super Sci-Fi Saturday night.
Saturday nights on MeTV 19.1.
What's bothering Archie?
Politics.
What the Supreme Court says ain't got nothing to do with the law.
How to raise children.
Get out of here!
Door tap. Goldfish. Come on now, I draw the line on goldfish.
See what's bothering Archie on All in the Family.
Sundays from 8 to 10 on WZMQ MeTV. Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons on WZMQ 19 News. Now from the 19 News Forecast Center, this is WZMQ 19 First Warning Weather with Dakota Hunter.
Welcome back, everybody. 80 was our official high temp here in the Marquette today, so loving that summer air, don't we? Not for me. I'm a fan of fall, so I'm going to love the temperatures as we head into next week here. All right, so small craft advisory basically no longer in effect. That was basically canceled at 10 o'clock, and we should be okay through tomorrow and going into the weekend. But we are going to see some scattered showers and storms, though, as we head into the weekend. So watch for that, especially if you have the outdoor plans. You see, we're dry through tomorrow, but then as we run this out through Saturday, you're going to start to see the rain chances start increasing here as we head into the morning hours. A few scattered showers and even a few thunderstorms could be possible as well each weekend day. So we'll watch it carefully. But as we take a look at First Warning Weather Futurecast, your Friday starts gorgeous. You're going to need the sunglasses, though. The sun is going to be out in full force tomorrow morning. And of course, with a southerly wind flow tomorrow, that means temperatures will be back into the 80s across much of the Upper Peninsula. A few mid to upper 70s in spots, but I think the majority of us should be in the lower 80s. We're dry as we head through the afternoon and evening on Friday, but you start to see the clouds increasing here across the western UP, and then those clouds will start to increase as we head towards Saturday ahead of the few scattered showers and thunderstorms. This is ahead of a little low pressure area that spins to our north across the lake, and we're just going to get kind of wrapped up in a little bit of that rain as it moves eastward. So we're not talking about a lot of rain through this weekend, possibly about 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch of rain in some spots. This is not going to be a washout, but you know the deal. You have to pick and choose your moments here if you're going to be outdoors, and of course have radar handy and watch it. And you know the deal. When thunder roars, you do what? Head indoors. If you said that, you get a brownie point. All right, we are expecting average to slightly below average temperatures as we head into the final week of July as we start turning the page into August. But remember, July is statistically the hottest month of the year, not just for us, but across the entire continental U.S. It's technically the hottest month of the year. So as we turn the page into August, we'll start seeing cooler temperatures statistically, but we all know Mother Nature does her own thing and doesn't follow the calendar. So lows tonight, 63 into Marquette, 54 Iron River, 56 down into Iron Mountain. We'll go 57 down towards Escanaba. Then tomorrow, gorgeous day, lots of sunshine, maybe a few high-level clouds. Temperatures once again into the lower to mid-80s, a few mid to upper 70s on the eastern half of the UP, but then that's pretty much it. But here's the weekend deal. Few scattered showers and thunderstorms each day. Neither day is a washout like we had talked about. Just pick and choose your moments outdoors. Few more scattered showers and storms continue on to Monday, but then notice the temperatures coming back into the lower 70s. That's slightly below average for Tuesday and Wednesday with a good supply of sunshine.
Dakota, thank you again. Turning now to Medical Minute in partnership with OSF Healthcare. We're getting some insight on the Reach Out and Read program. Take a listen.
What is the Reach Out and Read program?
Reach Out and Read is a nationally recognized program that helps support literacy. It integrates into the pediatric care office visits by providing age-appropriate, development-appropriate books to children.
What ages does the program cater to?
The Reach Out and Read program serves children from the ages of a newborn all the way through age of 5. This is the period where the child's language and development needs that extra support.
Is there anything else you'd like to add about the program?
This program is a simple but effective way that healthcare can help support parents in providing school readiness and lifelong learning through their child.
Thanks so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. I'm happy to be here.
Scientists are testing a new kind of birth control for insects. They're aiming to stop a flesh-eating parasite threatening U.S. livestock. Researchers are preparing the first outdoor tests of genetically modified screwworm flies called NovoFly, a new weapon against the pest that has already reached Texas and could cost the cattle industry billions of dollars if it spreads.
Instead of using pesticides to kill insects, we sterilize the insects, release a ton of them out into the environment, and those sterile matings result in no offspring.
Experts say the challenge is scale. The current facility in Panama produces about 100 million sterile flies a week, but scientists say they may need 5 times that many to push screwworm back. There's a rising pest control problem facing many cities. Rats and mice are growing resistant to common poisons. Michael George spoke with the scientists who discovered the so-called mutant rats.
Ask any New Yorker, they've got a strong opinion about rats.
I hate rats. I'm scared of them.
But that fear may only grow when people learn New York and many other cities are now home to mutant rats. A Rutgers University study found the DNA of rats and mice is literally changing. The rodents are growing resistant to rat poison.
It's a health concern. That's actually the main reason why we always have to keep an eye on the mice and the rats.
Entomology professor Chong-Lu Wong and researcher Jinjia Yu conducted the study, trapping mice and rats in urban environments and testing them. They found about 70% of mice and 35% of rats have the mutation.
Which means these mice were less likely to be killed by eating the poison and will survive the treatment.
And that means controlling rat populations will only get tougher. More than just pests, they also can spread allergens and disease. Rat poison was the most effective way to fight back.
They've been using it for decades. Of course. They need to find something else.
I don't know what to do, but yeah, something.
The study's authors say while some less effective poisons can still be used, cities should explore alternative strategies. New York has reported success with a simple idea, requiring all trash be put in sealed bins.
Everyone should be aware of these creatures and we need to put more efforts, try to manage them.
In cities always changing, the rodents are adapting too.
New York City says its new sealed trash can policy has led to a 20% decline in rat sightings in a year. Mike Ludlam has your look at sports. When we come back, he'll add the highlights as Kingsford represents the UP in the State American Legion baseball tournament. We're back in 2 minutes.
Now through July at Fox Marquette Subaru, lease a 2026 Subaru Crosstrek base for $299 a month for 36 months. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
Live outside Marquette County? Recycle 906 is worth the drive. We accept cans, cardboard, plastics, and more. Bring it in. Keep the Upper Peninsula clean. See what we accept at recycle906.com.
Closed captioning sponsored by Range Bank of Upper Michigan.
Friday.
I used to be a bartender for like 15 years.
I did know. The many sides of Coleman.
She was like, is it okay if we put you in drag? I said, put me in all the drag.
Plus the pitch Patrick Ball and R&B star Ari Lennox. Next, Kelly. This is called Photo Dump.
That is a nasty band.
The Kelly Clarkson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ CBS.
Sundays on MeTV.
On Sunday.
Like on TV?
It's Aaron Spelling Sundays.
On Sunday.
Featuring 4 memorable shows from the legendary Hollywood producer.
That's Sunday on television.
It's Charlie's Angels.
The Bosley people.
Hello.
Heart to Heart.
We can have a heart-to-heart talk.
Fantasy Island.
That's one fantasy I've never considered.
And The Love Boat.
Like on a boat? Yes, like on a boat.
Aaron Spelling Sundays.
Sundays on MeTV 19.1.
Pure Outdoor is the first program dedicated to increasingly popular outdoor and eco sports. Pure Outdoor.
Find great deals on the Subaru Outback right now at Fox Marquette Subaru. Lease a 2026 Outback Premium for $399 a month for 36 months. Fox Marquette Subaru. Experience the difference.
Good evening, everyone. The defending champion Kingsford Greens are representing the Upper Peninsula in the State American Legion Baseball Tournament. Kingsford had a bye and faced North Branch in the double elimination event at Adrian College this afternoon.
Now the pitch to
and Kingsford off to a good start in the first inning. That's Jack Kriegel with a base hit. And he will be standing on first base when the next batter, Pablo Finley, will do, well, pretty much the same thing, just a little farther to the left, and eventually the Greens would load the bases. Colin Olson at the plate now, a long at bat, but he was not able to connect with a 2-2 pitch, and that ended the inning. Yes, Kingsford is wearing camouflage. Bottom of the first, after a drop fly ball, North Branch has 2 on. Jackson Luke puts this one into the zone for he thought he was going to make it. That made it 2-0 there. That's a double play by the Flivers that was done very nicely. Then as we move along, things are getting a little bit better as you get a double down the left field line that's going to score a run, and Kingsford is on the board. Kriegel scores on the Finley double. And then the next batter is Trent McLean, an RBI grounder. Gets Finley across. North Branch's lead is down to 4-2. Now in the 7th inning, Kingsford down 5, 2 bases loaded, and the force out at second base ends the ball game. So North Branch wins it by the score of 5-2, and Kingsford will play in the losers bracket tomorrow morning. The Upper Peninsula will have a new high school joining 8-player football ranks this fall. Copper Island Academy is located in Calumet and has an enrollment of about 85 students. The school's nickname is the Eagles, and the colors are navy and white. At the moment, Copper Island Academy has an 8-game schedule with an opening on the weekend of September 25th, also known as Week 5. The Eagles will be in Division 2 of 8-player. They do not have a home field, so they will be Road Warriors starting the first week at Brimley. The New England Patriots have signed Peshtigo High School graduate Mitch Van Vuuren. The 25-year-old Van Vuren was originally signed by the Seattle Seahawks as a rookie free agent out of St. Norbert College back in June of 2025. The 6'5", 255-pounder was released by Seattle on June 13th, signed by Cleveland in August, before being released on August 24th. He earned first-team All-Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference honors during his final season in college after recording 33 catches for 510 yards and 10 touchdowns for St. Norbert. Van Vuren began his college career as a track athlete at Marquette University, setting the school record in the 400-meter hurdles. By the way, Van Vuren trains in the off-season at Advantage in Marquette. There probably isn't a better time to have a high school sports reunion than after winning a state championship. That's what the Houghton Gremlins hockey team did last weekend, and a little history lesson might help. D Stadium was built in 1928 after the first arena, the Amphidrome, burned in 1927. Houghton and Hancock formed the Copper Country's first high school hockey teams in 1903. Calumet, Dollar Bay, and Lake Linden joined in 1910. World Wars I and II led to the suspension of hockey, then it returned in 1969. The Gremlins won their first state title in 1982 under UP Sports Hall of Fame coach Don Mitt Miller. His record was .378, .260, and .23. Early next season, a new banner will join this group from the state championship last March. Current coach Micah Stipek scored this goal in the first of 3 alumni games on Saturday. He also organized the reunion.
As you get older, you appreciate something like this more, of coming back and meeting with guys that you haven't seen in a long time, and it's great to see. We've had people flying from around the country for this event, and they're just see everybody enjoying themselves makes it worthwhile.
This is awesome. I still play in the Old Timers League on Sunday mornings. We got over 30 league. We have 11 guys on the team, and you play with 11 guys. If you got 7 guys, you play with 7 guys.
Well, it's got to be the state championship last year. I didn't make the trip downstate, but I watched it at the local athletic club, the B&B, and that place was standing room only, and the excitement and the cheering, just whether you're a Gremlin or just a resident of Houghton, you were so proud of that team, and it was great to watch.
At a reception Saturday night at D Stadium, old sweaters were available for purchase, with the money going toward the Gremlins hockey program. Houghton High School has planned an all-school reunion on the 3rd weekend of July next year. Corey Markham and Jeff Finger combined for 3 goals in the 3rd period for Team White, but Team Black held on for the victory 4-3. A Houghton native has been named an assistant coach for the Lawrence University women's hockey team in Wisconsin. Kenna Ferry played college hockey at St. Norbert from 2015 through 2018. Recently, she was the director of women's hockey operations at the University of Maine, as well as the primary contact for the hockey communications. She also served a couple positions at St. Cloud State. Last month, Maine head coach Molly Engstrom stepped down to accept assistant coaching role with the new Professional Women's Hockey League team in Detroit. In case you had not heard earlier, well, the Red Wings and Patrick Kane will not be on the same team next year. The Chicago Blackhawks have signed Kane, or have at least agreed right now, to a 2-year contract with an average annual value of $8 million against the NHL salary cap. The 37-year-old Kane won 3 Stanley Cups with the Blackhawks. Tigers, Royals, down 2-0, bottom of the 7th. James Outman says, I'll change that with one swing of the bat. That leads to a 3-run homer, his 4th of the year, and the Tigers take a 3-2 lead. Then in the bottom of the 8th, after the Royals tied the game, Dylan Dingler down the left field line. Hey, How You Lee scored 4-3, and the Tigers hang on to take this one by the count of 4-3, and we will be right back.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Update your home with new GE appliances from Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. GE appliances are built to last, have print-resistant finishes, and offer high performance with energy efficiency. Kirkish has a large selection for both kitchen and laundry, free delivery, and 0% financing.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Cracked windshield, chipped glass? Don't wait. Call Brian's Auto Glass in Nagani. We specialize in expert windshield replacement, chip and crack repairs, and safety system calibrations to keep your vehicle road ready. Can't come to us? No problem. We'll come to you with our mobile service. Fast, professional, local. Brian's Auto Glass, where clear vision starts.
My dad started to slow down significantly after getting diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. We never want him to feel left out of family functions because of mobility issues or feeling unsteady. His new mobility scooter has allowed him to live independently and be more active without getting too tired or risking a fall. He enjoys the fresh air and seeing the joy of his grandkids exploring nature just as he did growing up. My heartfelt thanks to the Barrier Free Store for assisting my dad so my kids can know the amazing man that I had growing up.
Sophia Murphy reports at 6 and 11 on WZMQ 19 News. Tonight's sports is brought to you by the Window Store.
Andersen brand products are #1 in quality, and the Window Store is your local Andersen expert for installation and service of all Andersen windows and doors. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store. Andersen is the #1 trusted window and door brand. The Window Store is the Upper Peninsula's clear choice for windows and doors. Now that's a perfect fit. From showroom to your home, Andersen Windows and Doors at the Window Store.
Highs tomorrow into the lower to mid 80s across the Upper Peninsula. Few mid to upper 70s on that eastern half of the peninsula. Once you work out towards Munising, may stay a little bit cooler, but bright sunshine nevertheless. I mean, a really gorgeous end of another work week. Gonna be great. There are the highs tomorrow. Again, lots of sunshine here. May see a few high-level clouds dotting the sky, but again, high-level clouds hold very little moisture. Rain chances remain a goose egg for tomorrow. But that changes as we head into the weekend. As a little low-pressure area kind of moves to our north across Lake Superior, we're going to kind of get wrapped up in that flow. So we are going to see a few scattered showers and storms for both Saturday and Sunday. But like we had talked about, neither day is a washout. Just pick and choose your moments. Watch the radar. And of course, when thunder roars, head indoors. A few more scattered showers and storms on Monday, but then as a cold front crosses, temperatures drop into the lower 70s, which is below average, but then we get more seasonal by the end of the week.
Dakota, thanks again. And Mike, you ran out of time before our last commercial break, but I'm such a nice guy.
Roll the video. It's the Tour de France, and stage 18 has already taken place in France today. This was an uphill battle at the end as some of the course was in the Alps. Richard Carapaz of Ecuador is in the pink jersey. He's 33 years old, his first Tour de France, and he was doing pretty darn well. The peloton did not chase down the breakaway group. Carapaz is still 21 minutes behind the leader, Tadej Pogačar of Slovenia. Carapaz, though, did win this stage, and he moved into the top 10 of the standings, but he's still 7 minutes behind 9th place. Pogačar has the yellow jersey and a 4.5-minute lead with 3 stages remaining.
Mike, thank you very much. Thank you all for watching. We'll catch you back here tomorrow at 6/5 Central. Have a great night.
I have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but thanks to Skyrizi and clearer skin, I'm all in. Most people saw 90% clearer skin from head to toe. Skyrizi is only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.